game last year at the Dome, which really just helps enhance that rivalry. So I think college football loves these geographical, matchups, and I think it's good for college football. It's good for the fans and students. So excited about it, and really healthy deal. So it's great.
Coach, on our left side, we'll have two questions.
Coach Matt Bostic from Pitt, right here. And you guys host the Panthers on September 5th, Friday night.
Yep.
Both play a physical brand of football, somewhat of an oddity nowadays. What do you say about this Pitt program, and what do you expect from the Panthers on Friday night?
Well, I mean, like you said, we're kind of similar in that respect. Two physical football teams with a downhill power style offense. Paul is a great coach and has had great success with that style of run game. I think both programs, are going to pride themselves on being as physical as possible, so both have good tradition with that. So I think it'll be a great game, and really looking forward to it. And it's really just right around the corner right now. So so it's exciting. So looking forward to that matchup.
Same road, Coach, right here.
Coach Bob Holliday from Raleigh. It's a down year for returning quarterbacks, but it's an up year for returning linemen. Every school in the league has at least 3 returning offensive linemen. If I understood your guys yesterday, you in effect have 5 because you get one back. How much, given the fact that you're having to replace a quarterback, receiver, and get a new guy in there at the Andre Williams position, how much of a comfort level is it to have 5 familiar faces up front?
Yeah. Well, that's huge for a lot of reasons. First of all, the identity of our program. We want to be a big, strong, physical football team, both sides of the ball, and it all starts up front. So you feel good about your offensive line. That's a good starting point. And we do have those new people coming in at quarterback, at running back, and we have to replace productivity. So, but I think when you have a strong, solid offensive line that you can count on, you can do some different things to try to find the right mixes in the backfield, so to speak, and at the receiver. Whereas when you're poor up front, no matter what you want to do, you got problems, and it's very, very difficult. So I like the starting point of having a real strong offensive line, and we do. And I'm really now, hopefully we stay healthy. That's the next biggest, for everybody. Especially if you want to practice the way out and we want to practice. We practice real physically. I try to cut the practices down from what I used to, but we're still a very physical football team. So, even during the preseason camp, during the season, during the season on a Tuesday, call it Bloody Tuesday. It's a tough deal. We're instituting our first second down run game, and it's tough.
Coach on the side of the room.
Coach Alex Dodd, Dodd Sports Network, Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Except for that offensive line unit and your defensive backs, you're depleted a lot of your guys from last year in the skill positions and in the defensive line. How does that play into having such tough opponents at the beginning of the year, like Southern California and Pitt?
Yeah. Well, there's a challenge there. We lost some impact players, but we've also gained some players, and I think we've grown collectively. Like Alex Amadon was an impact receiver for us. We didn't have much around the receiver position besides him, but now I think we're going to be more well-rounded without that one impact guy. We lost Mehdi Aztec, who's a defensive lineman. We lost him in the Florida State game last year. He was our most dominant defensive lineman. I think he's a great player. So essentially, we didn't have him for most of the year. He's back. He's healthy. And so hopefully those things will help us. But there's no question we lost productivity. We lost, 17 starters. We have 9 coming back. But I'm excited about the youth of our team. Now, youth usually means that you're going to have some bumps in the road. But I like the future, and I like where we're headed, and I like the fact that as we invest in these young players, that investment will come back to us.
Coach, back row, left side.
Coach Mark Larson, Time Warner Cable News, Syracuse, back here. Can you talk more about replacing Andre Williams and how much you're going to miss a workhorse like that? And second part of that is, what does Tyler Rouse bring to that competition?
Yeah. Tyler was a Syracuse guy. I love Tyler, and I love Miles Willis, those 2 young backs. They'll be the guys carrying the load. Those guys are special. Those 2 young guys, I've been around a lot of players in my career, but they're elite. The way they work and carry themselves in the classroom, on the football field, in the weight room, they're unique. So I think that high character, work ethic, demeanor, toughness that they carry will serve us well. Andre was an impactful player last year, but remember now, Andre Williams, when I got the job, people didn't feel he'd be the starter at running back. When we came out of spring football, I felt strong about him, but there was still a lot of who's going to be the running back. And I'd say Andre Williams, they look at me like, come on, And next thing you know, within 6 months, he's a Heisman finalist. So, I think what happens is, you just keep working on developing and finding those gems that you have within your team. And I happen to think that those two guys, Miles Willis and Tyler Rouse, are gems. I mean, Tyler is a guy that's driven. He didn't have a major college scholarship coming out of high school. And when you talk about a guy that is driven right now to show, the country and the people back home what he's all about. I mean, he's a little guy with a big, big heart and big drive. So I'm excited about him.
Left side.
Coach Don Munson with Clemson. For whatever reason, Clemson-Boston College series has really clicked with both fan bases. So from your all side, just give me your thought on playing Clemson, and kind of a follow to that. Your thoughts on Vic Beasley and what he brings to the table.
Well, let me speak on Vic first. I watched a lot, obviously, because I'm really involved with the O-line. I think he's dynamic. I think he's just a phenomenal pass rusher. We had a great tackle, Matt Patchen, who really battled with him in that game. And Matt's an elite player. I think Vic is elite. He's explosive. His change of direction is unique. I've been around some great pass rushers in my day at Florida, and I saw, he's terrific. And he's a guy that is going to create havoc. If you think you're going to lead him into a one-on-one matchup, you're making a big mistake. So now you've got to really account for him with chipping him, with sliding through him, and so now you got a lot of focus on that guy right now. So that's real. In terms of the game between Boston College and Clemson, we got a great deal of respect. Clemson is one of the elite teams in our conference, and so you want to measure yourself against elite teams. And we went down there this year, and we knew we were going into a tremendous venue, passionate fan base stadium, playing a great football team and a great coaching staff, and it was really a motivating thing for our program. So. From our standpoint, we have a great amount of respect for the program as a whole and for the players. And now this year you get a chance to come on up to Chestnut Hill. I hope it's really cold. I hope we get like early snow. That'd be nice. Whatever we can get going there would be terrific. So looking forward to it. But it has been a fun. I've only got 1 year in it, but I've heard that the series has been a lot of fun.
Coach, front row right here.
Coach Dan Storr, Broadcast Media. Talking to the players yesterday, they talked about how you're changing the environment. A lot of mental toughness is what they kept saying that you've brought to the program. Can you just speak on, from your point of view, how things have been going on their side? They've been very positive, but what you see so far.
I love our team. I love the team because the way they've responded to this. Our program is tough every day. I mean, every day you got to bring it at Boston College, whether it's in the winter program, in the weight room, whether it's in preseason or the season. Everything we do, we compete, and everything we do, we test our team. We work the mental toughness component of our team all the time. And I think our kids have really adapted to it. Now I think they wear it as a badge and they enjoy that challenge. At first, that was really hard. I mean, really hard. And now it seems like it's not. It's what they do. It's what they know how to do. And so I think our players have bought into that and have gotten to the point where they really enjoy it. They understand why, as opposed to maybe a year ago, like, what are we doing? This is so hard. Why does it have to be so hard? And but everything we do in our program is mentally to challenge them mentally. Because I think football is mental toughness is a huge piece of the game of football. And what usually happens, there's a lack of focus and a lack of mental toughness, which breaks you apart in the course of the game.
Coach, your last question will be right here.
Yep.
Coach Gary Hahn again with the Wolfpack Sports Network. Heading into preseason, do you see one of your biggest offensive priorities just trying to find ways to stretch the field because you don't have Alex Amadon anymore?
Yeah, I think I like to put it in just say explosiveness. Our challenge is to become as explosive as we can on offense. I think offense is about creating explosives. It's hard to go down the field in 3 and 4 yard chunks. Last year we created explosives with the play action game with Alex and with big hits with Andre. Those hits would come. And so I think our challenge now is how do we create those explosives? Both those players are gone. Where are those explosive plays coming from this year? And I think we hope they're going to come from the quarterback position. We're going to create more explosives there. That's what we hope. That's one place. And then I think, we feel really good about a couple of our big receivers that are going to emerge this year that people haven't really seen. You know, Josh Boardman, who was a backup quarterback. He's just about a 6'5", 235, 40-pound guy that's got great athleticism and speed. I think he's going to become a mismatch problem. We've got several guys that I think have a chance to do that for us. And I think you're going to see a different looking receiving corps. I think we're going to be a big, tall, big, body kind of group, and I think that's important for us. So we'll be a little different. You'll see a little more shotgun than you're seeing. We'll be a little different, but what won't change is the physicality up front won't change.
Coach, thank